Welcome back. August is recognized as National Make a Will Month, and 60% of us still don't have a will. 47% say they just haven't created one because they haven't gotten around to it. Well, here to tell us 3 reasons to make a will, Patrick Samasco. He's an elder law attorney with wealth preservation specialists at his own law firm. And we're talking about wills. It's kind of uncomfortable to talk about, right? But tell us, what does a will really do for us?
Well, if you have a will, there's a way to plan your estate. And while you're alive, it's very important to have a living will, because that's a roadmap for your family members to know what type of medical decisions that you want to have. And people think that as you get older, you need one, but we have so many kids going off to college now. And if your son has one of those hold my beer and take my picture moments, Mom can't make his medical decisions unless he has a medical power of attorney or a living will.
That's huge. That's important. Yeah. We've all heard horror stories. What can happen if we don't have a will?
Well, see, you have your legacy, you build up your whole legacy, and you want to get it to the right people. The younger people think, well, I don't have anything, so I don't need a will, but their biggest legacy is their children. And if they don't have a will to name a guardian for their kids, there's going to be a fight on who should get your kids. So if you have that horrible car accident and you pass away, think about who's going to be getting your kids tomorrow. Assets, then you want to get your assets down to the right people. You created a house and you have bank accounts, and you want to pass that legacy because it's part of you. But the realization is so many kids nowadays are not saving, they have no pensions anymore, their Social Security is always at risk, and they're going to be using your estate as part of their retirement plan. So if it doesn't go to the right people, it's going to be devastating for you.
And tell me about protecting your family from probate if you die.
That's the trouble. So if you have a will that goes through probate, most people want to avoid probate because of the cost of it, lawyer fees, court fees, lawyers being one of them. So if you have a revocable trust agreement, trust agreements get what you want to have done, protect your kids, protect your grandkids, get your estate to the family members without any cost or a lot less cost. That's a revocable trust.
First place to start if we haven't made a will, we don't know what we're doing.
1-800, call Pat Samasco.
And you'll get everyone walking through this. What will be the first thing that you'll do with folks when they sit down with you?
To talk about what your assets are and who you want to get your stuff, your kids, your grandkids. Biggest important is who do you want to be in charge? Who do you want to get the kids if you should pass away? And that's normally the biggest hurdle. Family, husbands and wives can't decide who should have their kids as guardians. They put their head in the sand, and they just have to come to the realization that you need to do it before it's too late.
It's difficult, but it's necessary. Thank you so much for your time. Some really good advice there. We'll be back right after this with a news update.